Hello everyone, welcome back once again. It's been a fairly long time and I'm posting it after quite a few months. I've been busy, but I'm back at it again and let's start something that we want to do today. Today I'm going to build a simple design for an infographic like a single one-side pamphlet or a handout that you want to give it to someone. So that's what we are going to try and design. So the first step is going to be to simply draw a rectangle and then I'm going to give it rounded corners. So here I'm going to draw a simple rectangular. I think this would be fine. And then I'll just kind of center align it and set its outline to none. Select it and I'm going to just simply round the corners here. Wonderful. That's the first thing. Now I'm going to add a gradient and add new point towards the right so that it gives me a 3D feel. So I've added a gradient and here I'm adding another color and I'm going to bring it as close as possible and then select this one on the left and trying to see for eyeball for the right color so that it gives me the right effect. I think light grayish. Yeah, so I'm going to reduce this as well and make it a bit lighter. So now you can see all I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to give it a shade as if the light is falling from the left and the shadow is on the right. So this is what I'm kind of trying to achieve here. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay, a little bit whitish. I think we are good to go here. Now I want to add a box below here on the top surface and on the space in the middle to write some matter at the center around here and then on the top as well. The heading would go in here and then we'll go and keep on designing. You'll understand as I continue further. So let me select this rectangle tool once again and draw the simple box. As you can see, it carries all the colors from the previous selection. But I want to give it a blue color, and if you're new to it, what you can do is you can go here in swatches and below here you can select the gradient and instead you can scroll down and here you can see predefined blue shades. I'm going to use them and kind of eyeball if I feel like I need to change the color settings a bit. So I'll start with the lightest on the left side and then I'll go back and select the second and again I'll choose this a little bit darker and then I'll go back and select the third point on the gradient and I'll select this very dark bluish kind of color. Now I can see it for myself and kind of eyeball. If I want to change, I'll select it and come here in the color picker and I'll make it a little bit lightish. I kind of felt it's a bit too dark. Then I think I need to make this even a little bit lighter and kind of less saturated, and take the last one, select this one here and then kind of reduce it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's fine for me around here. Having said that, I'm going to add a small box above. For that, I'll copy this and paste this in the front and I'll make it shorter. Select this here and draw a simple rectangle. So I'm going to use the shape builder tool to subtract the shapes. I'm going to select these two and go into the shape builder tool. But first I need to bring the right kind of size. I think this much would be enough. Yeah. So I'm going to add this shape here and go back and delete this and delete this. There you go. I have the top. Now I'm going to apply the same blue gradient simply by using the color picker so it maintains the proportions. As you can see, the darkness and the highlights properly. Once that is done, next it's all about adding text. As you would see me selecting suitable font and readjustments of the text. So I'm going to start with adding the text in the blue box below. So it's all about increasing the size, eyeballing the font, make it bold, maybe extra bold. Yep, that's fine. Let's try and see a different font for myself. So far so good. I'll make it white. Kind of increase the size a bit, bump it up a bit. And I'm gonna align it now properly according to the blue box. Alright, use this, center align it horizontally and vertically. That's done. The same goes for the top part above, as I'm going to add the word heading in it. And again, it's all going to be about choosing the right kind of, font style and the size. It's all about eyeballing. It's not something that I'm going very specifically according to the size by pixels. It's all about something for someone who's new, just like me, who's trying to see and learn by trying and by trial and error. So this is what is going on. I think this is a lot of students just like me get scared at first because it feels so much of a pressure. I think it's all about just going ahead and trying it out and seeing it for yourself, learning from others, and picking up your style slowly. So don't mind at all if you don't turn out well the first time and it doesn't look that great. But I think what's more important is that you go ahead and try just what I'm trying here. So now it's about adding the text. As you can see, I've selected a box and reduced the size of the text. If you didn't get it, so I have selected text tool and drawn it like this. So it will automatically add text for me. So I'm going to bring it in the center and select the text tool and bring it in the center just like here. I'm kind of seeing more options. I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna go in properties and I'm looking for this. So this fills up the space evenly. I'll bring it in the center here. This is done. Moving on, I'm going to add a small circle and I'm going to offset it multiple times, offset its path multiple times to have a kind of a unique shape, as I'm trying to do here. I've given it a yellow color. I'm going to go into object and I'm going to go to path and then offset the path. I think 10 pixels is fine. I'm going to give it a different color here, as you can see, and I'm going to offset it again here by another 10 pixels, and I'll give it the yellow color again back. So you get the idea what I'm trying to do here. So let's grab this and eyeball it and bring it in the center. I think that's fine. It's just like trying to give some sort of information through a simple leaflet. Now I have to add the shadow below here. So I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle here. I know there are so many methods of doing it, but I think for me it's fine. So I'm going to add a gradient and I'll change it to a radial gradient from here. Now I will take this away, change the colors. On the left I'm going to make it light grayish, and then this one here white. And now I'm going to use the selection tool, the gradient tool once again, and kind of reduce it. I'm gonna use the selection tool as well, and I'm going to bring it down further. So I think this is something that keeps on happening with a lot of people. Just it happened with me. So all you have to do is use the simple selection tool and bring the shadow size, and then make it even smaller if you want to. I think this is fine. Gives a nice feeling of a shadow falling below on the surface. I think we're good. We're good. Yep. We're going fine. The next thing I'm going to center align it, of course, with everything. Okay. I think we are good to go. But I think the text here in the center is a bit too dark. I'm going to make it lighter. It blends in well. Maybe a little bit more subtle. I think this is fine. So this is it. Within a few minutes, you have a simple infographic in a simple design. I hope you really liked it. Keep on watching for more. Thank you.